And the Oubre point, I'm glad you brought him up because with him, 2 for 7 and his 5 points, I expected him to come out, especially against his former team, and with the opportunity there, second night of a back-to-back, some of the others struggling. I really expected him, and maybe I just gave him too much credit for this, but I expected him to come out and play much better against the Charlotte Hornets and to go out there and do something with the opportunity that he had here, knowing that he's the one that's going to be starting for these games where Melton is out. But once again, against his former team, when a lot of times you feel like, hey, I get up for this game because of the mere fact that they didn't bring me back. They didn't extend me to a longer term contract. Maybe he had some issues with his minutes and how he was used before, and he wanted to take it out on them. And although this is not the first time we've seen the Charlotte Hornets, it was just an opportunity for him to take the reins there and take advantage of something there tonight. Sure, 23 shots and 22 for Maxey, 15 for Tobias Harris, but there were opportunities, I thought, for Kelly Oubre, and he was off. He just didn't look like once again, it's kind of like that player, Kyle, that we talked about in the beginning of the season. I would hear you guys talking about almost reverting back to that very same player.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a coincidence that they made their closing kicks in the Nuggets and Hornets games with Kelly being stapled to the bench for the entire fourth quarter, right? And this is a night especially where you just needed anybody who's healthy to play, right? And on paper, Kelly's one of your top guys that you have available based on what we've seen this year, body of work. But I don't know, man. He has really lost himself lately where even when he's having good games, it's been like one good half and one like, he's been okay type of half, and his bad games have gotten a lot worse. It's a lot more of I'm going to take a pull-up contested 3 with 19 seconds on the shot clock or do something silly. Like I don't care about the kick out where he got the foul call tonight that got overturned, whatever that happens. But I don't like how off script that he's gotten offensively. Like if they're designing plays and they want him to get downhill, he attacks the basket. I like that stuff. The pull-up jumpers with the hand in his face with time on the clock, I can't get down with that. And I can't imagine Nick Nurse is happy with that.
He had one with 18 seconds left on the shot clock where he brought the ball up himself, just right into a pull-up jumper. And it's like, Kelly, what are you doing? Like, you can't, this is the exact way that you don't make an impact. You don't stay in the rotation, that you don't get the minutes you want, that you don't get the touches you want. And then he got beat, got caught roaming off ball for a open corner 3 on the other end. Just a real bad game for him.
Yeah, and look, like to Nurse's credit, he's only got so many guys available, right? And with D House having a good game, he's like, well, screw it. We're just going to roll with D House down the stretch. Mm-hmm. Ends up working out. Sixers end up closing out the game. And I do give Nurse credit for how he's managed Oubre throughout the year. When Kelly was in a good run of form, shooting the lights out, playing well on defense for the most part, Nick was giving him, 25, 30 minutes on a given night and saying, I'm okay with you. Like, we'll live with the odd bad possession here or there, the odd bad shot here or there. And now that he has kind of, become more of a hit or miss guy from play to play, we're seeing Kelly Oubre lose opportunities late in games. And so that's probably something also to keep an eye on as we head into the trade deadline, because I think Oubre has been considered he's not getting moved, right? Because he's on a minimum deal and can't really swap him with anybody for equivalent value, I guess you would say. But I don't think he's going to have a big role when it comes to the playoffs if they get any kind of upgrade in here on the wings.
We all silly like the mayor.